Hey, how's it going? I'm Nancy Plants, and welcome to a What I Ate in a Day. I hate to admit it, but I started my day on an empty stomach and I drank 3 coffees and looked at squirrels. Later on, I made I'm going to show you the recipe. This is very, very easy breakfast of a toasted English muffin. Make sure you read the ingredients because sometimes English muffins have milk in them. These ones did not. And I'm going to put some vegan mayo on that. And then I'm going to take a really long time to put this vegan mayo on there. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my day today. One thing I noticed when I was editing this is that I did not eat any fruit at all. This was not on purpose. I think it's important to eat fruit every day. I actually have to make myself eat fruit every day. In the winter, I just don't. Most of the fruit that's available in my area is just not that good. So I've been like eating a lot of oranges and bananas, and they're not exciting. So anyway, so you put a little bit of beans on there. I heated mine up, and that's my breakfast. I'm having a late breakfast, and then I ended up having an early lunch. And for lunch, I had top ramen, the chili flavor. So I got all my ingredients here. And this is, I kind of fancy up my ramen. So I'm going to add some peanut butter and ginger and garlic powder to the broth. So I started with some homemade vegetable broth. I'm going to add half the packet of the chili ramen seasoning because I just find it super salty. And I'm going to put my collar down because my collar was up like I was the Fonz or something. It was like, okay, why? I'm going to add in some peanut butter. So chunky any kind of peanut butter works. Whatever you have is fine. I've made this with chunky peanut butter and it was really good. And I made it with smooth peanut butter. I've made it with natural peanut butter. I've made it with like the not so natural stuff, and it's always been good. I'm going to add some ground ginger to the broth, and that's my stove going off. I'm preheating the oven, so that's when I'm recording this audio. That's really confusing. Anyways, a little garlic powder and a little onion powder also go into the broth. And then we're going to bring that up to a boil and kind of stir it so the peanut butter dissolves. And when it's nice and hot and boiling, you're going to add in your ramen. And you're going to add in like a third of that block of tofu. Or however much tofu you want. You could add more, I guess. Always more tofu, never less. And then you're going to add in your vegetables. So I have some carrots, celery, and mushrooms. And make sure that you pour some of them on the outside of the pan. Some kale. And then when it's all cooked, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to pour it into a big old bowl. And hopefully not spill it all over myself. Yay, I did it. And I'm going to add in some chopped jalapeno and some sesame seeds, and then some of that sriracha. This store brand, it's a Stop and Shop store brand sriracha. It's not like regular sriracha, it's too sweet, but it's actually good in this, so I've been using it on ramen. So that's my recipe. Then for a snack, I had some hummus and vegetables, so that was really good. And I had another snack of some toasted butternut squash seeds. And where did I get those, you may ask? Well, I made butternut squash soup and salad, and I made some ploys for dinner. So to make my salad, I had whatever greens I had in the fridge, which is some Napa cabbage and some kale. So I destemmed and cut up the kale, and I'm going to put that into a bowl. I'm kind of meal prepping a little bit while I'm at it. That's the Napa cabbage. I'm going to put that into the bowl. And I ate about half of these greens with my dinner, and then the other half, I ate some today. I'm going to eat some tonight, too, with my dinner. Napa cabbage makes really good raw greens, by the way. I'm also making ploys, which is a French Acadian pancake type thing. And I'm going to puree my soup. and set that aside. The recipe for this butternut squash soup is on another one of my videos, so I will link that down below. And you should go over there and give me that, the watch time and the engagement, and make comments and all that to help me with the algorithm. Just saying. I took a picture of that for some reason. Yes, I'm about to make ploys. I will make a video on how to make ploys in the near future if you would like me to, because they're very interesting food. You can eat them sweet, like with maple syrup and fruit and stuff on it, but mostly they're eaten kind of savory, where you kind of use it like bread. So I'm having that with soup. I'm going to dip it in the soup and stuff. So another thing that's interesting about these ploys is that they are accidentally vegan. It's a buckwheat pancake, and it's basically you activate it with water, and you don't flip them either. So see, well, you flip them when you put them. You don't flip them on the pan to cook them, and also don't leave rags and stuff close to the burner. That was a dangerous thing I just did. Just forget I did that. Get that lemon out of there. Okay. So I had some ploys with my dinner. I didn't eat this whole pile of them. I ate about like 3 or 4, and I had 2 bowls of this soup. It was really good, and I have a whole bunch of leftovers. And I ate the salad. I made like a vegan Caesar salad, so I didn't show you the recipe for the Caesar dressing. Sorry. And I made some vegan nut parmesan, which I will link that recipe down below as well. And had that. And had 2 salads. So thanks for watching, and subscribe.